Hello everybody. This is going to be an achievement for the game Purpose 1951. The game has been provided to me by EastAsiaSoft and comes out right now. I'm recording this moments after launch. It's on Xbox Series X only. Well, Xbox Series S as well, but you can't play it on the original Xbox One. It's been provided to me by EastAsiaSoft. It's another Tonduk Bodor game, so expecting walking simulator. Let's get into it, shall we? Start the clock. This has been done in the Unreal Engine. And I have a sense that this is a bought asset. Okay, we've got a dude on a motorcycle. We have colour. And the guy on the bike just disappeared.
I'm on this winding path one last time. One last time.
So, as we go through the game, we'll find these boxes, which will pop achievements.
It all began when I graduated the medical faculty.
Don't mind the ice lolly. I just wanted some fruity.
As I walked across the stage to receive my diploma, the mayor's eyes seemed to follow me. From that day on, he made an effort to attend every event or ceremony related to my career as a doctor.
And just to make sure that the sound is working properly, I'll just quickly flick it there. There we go. Right, let's carry on. So yeah, walking simulator, dude talking almost boredly. I mean, it's what you get for Tonduk Bodor's games.
My childhood friends Rosie and Sam were also there, cheering me on with their loud voices and beaming smiles. Despite our busy schedules, we promised to catch up more often now that I'd graduated.
Yeah, I saw the biker disappear. Come on, Tonduk. You could have at least have him gone down there. You know, out of my vision. Come on. Xbox Series X and Unreal Engine now. Come on. You should know better than this.
As I entered my first job as a doctor, I was full of hope and ambition. The hospital was located in a small town, far from the bustling city that I was used to.
Fish.
But it didn't matter to me, as long as I could put my medical knowledge and skills into practice.
Come back to me!
But reality hit me hard. The hospital was understaffed and underfunded. The equipment was outdated and the working conditions were poor. Patients came in with various illnesses, some easily cured with proper treatment, while others were too severe for us to handle.
And that's why you have a National Health Service. And you don't let the Tories sell it off. Yep, it most certainly is, because it's a Tonduk Bodor game.
I remember one day when a young girl
literally just came out moments ago. Embargo just ended, so I'm recording it now.
She needed urgent care, but we didn't have the necessary equipment or medication to treat her. We did our best to stabilize her condition, but she passed away before we could transfer her to a better equipped hospital.
Oh, that's nice. We can't seem to run either, so it is literally just moving.
That incident haunts me to this day. It made me realize the harsh reality of our healthcare system. How many lives could be saved if only we had access to better resources?
I don't want to miss anything. More froggies! Froggies! I'm just making sure that we don't miss any collectible achievements with those boxes. So I'm going to assume this is going to go back the way we came. Probably.
One day, as
No.
Rosie entered the
Okay,
hospital
so I've
lobby to
missed-
visit me,
Let's go back then.
she couldn't help but notice the gleaming glass and marble walls, a stark contrast to the outdated equipment and overworked staff. She shook her head in frustration as she thought about the government's priorities.
So I said I don't want to miss any. I don't want to miss any boxes, so I do need to check the other path up here. Ah, it's a good thing I did. There's a box over there. So if we come across any signs, do not go in the way that it tells us to, because the boxes are probably in the other direction. Noted. Anything behind the giant tree? Nope. Okay, moving on then. I appear to have an email.
She thought back to her childhood with me, when we would play doctor together in our makeshift clinic made out of cardboard boxes. Even then, we had big dreams of making a difference in people's lives through medicine.
Right, he wants us to go down that way. Probably. I was right, because there's a box over here. Ding. And you want me to go right, so I'm going left. Well, as far as it'll take me anyway. And that cart is literally just hovering there. Apparently in Tondik Boideur's world, gravity does not exist.
But as she grew older, Rosie realized that not everyone had access to proper healthcare like we did. Some families couldn't afford to seek medical help until it was too late, while others were turned away from hospitals due to lack of funds or resources.
Did you hear that, America? Sort your shit out. Spent less money on wars, and I'd say if you spent more money on healthcare and less money on wars in the military, maybe you'd have a decent fucking health service. Just saying. Guess I have to go here then, do I? Oh, I see. Ding. 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 Is that it? Do I interact with them, or what does it want me to do? Well, I assumed I was supposed to do that, but apparently not. This is where I came from. Okay, so I'm definitely supposed to... Oh, okay. Right, so what it's doing is it's making me actually smaller. Notice that the stuff is actually zooming me in and changing the filter a bit. Okay, dude, so what is it you want me to do here? I don't see another pathway.
It all began when I graduated.
Now you do it.
My childhood friends Rosie and Sam were also there. As I entered my first job as a doctor, I was full of hope and ambition.
Oh, I'm on the bike now. This is not how bikes work, by the way. Okay, right. Hello, I'm your friendly neighborhood doctor. Hello.
The wind rushes past me as I speed down the road, my lungs heaving with each sharp inhale. It's moments like these that cleanse not just my body, but my very soul.
Keep an eye out for boxes, we don't want to miss any. This is bloody tank controls for the bike, honestly. You just know there's going to be a box hidden somewhere over here, isn't there? You just bloody know it.
I've worked hard to get here, finished school, found a wonderful wife, and I can't help but thank the universe for how lucky I am. But it's not about me anymore. It's about all the lives I'll save through my career. The thought alone brings tears to my eyes.
You know, Tonduk, okay, look, Tonduk. If you're going to make this bit here and there's not going to be anything hidden here, just block it off from us going in there. Seriously, dude. And especially don't give us tank controls on a goddamn bicycle. Because I'm going to check every nook and cranny, because I don't know where all these bloody collectibles are going to be. So next one's probably going to be the Promiser box then. So he's just making me cycle
As I
around
ride
the
around
lake.
the lake, the sun glinting off its surfaces takes my breath away. The beauty of this moment is almost overwhelming. My serotonin levels skyrocketing as I take in the magnificent view.
Honey, that's probably not serotonin. That's probably poison ivy. Well, it certainly freaking would be if I was going through this bloody bush looking for any possible collectibles that may be here. No, my luck, I probably missed one on the main path, looking through all these bloody bushes. Surely if he was going to hide one, I would have found it by now, right? Right? It's getting darker now, so... Oh, and now we've got a light change again. Oops. This guy does like playing with the environmental daytime setting in Unreal Engine, doesn't he? I have started to notice this. It is something that Tongduk Bodor does... Tongduk Bodor does do quite frequently when he makes his walking simulators. It's a cheap graphical ploy to masquerade as detail when it is literally just a setting in Unreal Engine 4 that you can just turn on with a click of a button. I have to say, I'm already bored going around this lake, hoping I don't miss any freaking achievement boxes.
With each deep breath, I feel alive and invigorated, grateful for the ability to experience such joy and freedom on this ride.
Have I gone around the entire goddamn lake? I think I may have gone around the entire lake. Possibly. I think it's had me go around the entire goddamn lake. Oh, by the way, no, there isn't a jump button. For a start, I want a bicycle. And somehow I don't think a doctor on a bicycle would try and do stunt jumps. Or maybe that was the thing where I started. Maybe that was where I started. Tongduk Bodor does like his, as I was saying, he does like his walking simulators. Or, in this case, cycling simulator. Is it much of a cycling simulator if you have tank controls?
Somebody better grab an extinguisher, because I am literally on fire.
I would love to set you on fire and throw you in the lake at this point, dude. Remember, it's not murder if you don't get caught. Okay, we're now walking.
Sam, the one I mentioned earlier, was actually the mayor's son. His family had strong ties to the mob. One night, he got into a heated altercation with the rival mob leader's son over a girl.
Thinking with his dick. Gotcha.
Unfortunately, things escalated and he ended up in my surgery room. Initially, everything appeared to be progressing well during the surgery. However, his body had an unexpected reaction to the medications used. His CRP levels began to rise uncontrollably, and I was at a loss as to why this was happening.
I don't know what CRP levels are, dude. Breathing, maybe? I don't know. CRP, blood pressure, maybe? Something pressure?
I looked up at the clock. Every second felt like an eternity. The weight of responsibility weighed heavily on my shoulders. Not just because he was the mayor's son, but because I had promised to save lives.
Okay, it wants me to go up there, so I'm going down here. No, it's a good decision. Whenever you see a cyclist at the end of one path, go in the other path. That is what I advise as you play this game. And it looks like we can skip through the lake segment. Fantastic. Well, that would have saved a lot of time on the clock if I knew that, wouldn't it? Oh well. We currently have an ad break in progress. Nothing I can do about those ads. In short, fuck you, Twitch. Squirrel! A very fast squirrel. I wonder if that squirrel has a gun. If you know, you know.
I knew that I would be held accountable for Sam's death, even though it was beyond my control. The pressure from both sides intensified, and soon enough, my career was under threat.
Hey Tonga, you really need to lay low on these colour fills, dude. Seriously, lay low on the colour filters.
The pressure from Sam's family and the rival mob leader's family reached a boiling point. They were both demanding answers and were not satisfied with my explanation that it was just an unforeseen reaction to the medication. Things were about to get ugly.
There's no alternate path down there. I'm keeping my eye out for alternate paths.
The next day, rumors began circulating about my involvement with the mob, and accusations flew left and right. My superiors called me into their office and demanded an explanation.
If only there was a cheat to actually speed up the walking in this. It'd make the game a lot shorter and you would miss literally nothing. You'd miss nothing. It's just walking simulator, bit of text, walking simulator, bit of voice, bit of text, walking simulator, blah 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 blah. Oh look, an offside path, box, and repeat. Scribble! No, wait, no, it's a rabbit. Rabbit!
How could they think that saving lives was a mere risk to me? But I knew that any outburst would only make things worse. I did everything in my power, I replied calmly, trying to keep my emotions in check. But deep down, I knew that this wasn't just about Sam's death anymore.
Great low poly textures of the building up there. This is supposed to be Unreal Engine. Supposed to be Unreal Engine. Right, so this should be the replier box, right? Yes. So what's the next one we're looking for? The loser box.
Maybe all those years of studying and working hard meant nothing in this world where politics trumped everything else. I sighed heavily as I walked back to my office. The wind chime outside tinkled softly, offering a brief moment of solace before reality came crashing back down again.
Now we have another sky puzzle.
Things escalated and he ended up in my surgery room. I knew that I would be held accountable for Sam's death. The next day, rumors began circulating about my involvement with the mob. My wife, Rosie, was a force to be reckoned with. She was a successful real estate broker and also happened to be related to the mayor. Her connections and charm made her a formidable figure in our community.
Oh look, they're using 2D images to make it look like it's 3D. They're using the same thing that Forza Horizon 5 does.
Her well-coiffed hair hiding the creases of worry on her forehead. I know this sounds like a terrible thing to say about my future wife, but despite her charming smile and smooth words, a nagging doubt lingered in the air about her true intentions.
This music sounds god-awful. It actually sounds god-awful.
Despite this, we had formed a close bond over the years in our small town. As the sun set on my day shifts, Rosie and I would often escape to the nearby theaters, surrounded by the quaint charm of our community. The warmth of nostalgia
Am I
filled
literally
every
just supposed to
moment we
walk around
spent
while this guy blathers
creating
on?
cherished
Is that what
memories.
the game wants me to do?
One night, as we sat at the dinner table,
Yep, that's exactly what it
Rosie
wants me to
brought
do.
up the topic of starting a family. I could see the excitement in her eyes as she spoke about our future children. But all I could feel was fear. Fear of not being able to provide for them or protect them in this dangerous world we live in.
Oh, and by the way, Torduk, if you think I can't see that you've just duplicated the parallaxian things and those windows, you are sadly mistaken. Just saying. Right, loser box is next. Right, always check behind me. Nope. Can't jump, and I bet if we could jump, you'd see absolutely nothing. You would just see the skybox. And for some reason, the dock is in the cave now. For some reason. Got to make use of that asset pack somehow, don't you, Torduk?
It
Or
seemed that
Torguk,
Sam's
or however you
father, the
pronounce your
mayor,
name.
had mob connections, and promptly used them against me. The hospital was obligated to let me go, especially after they organized some incidents that didn't quite work in my favor. Things turned ugly. They sullied my name all over, and I couldn't find a job anywhere after that.
I really need to change that sound effect. Fox. Okay, so we've seen frogs, squirrel, bunny, fox. These animals are slightly getting larger. I wonder if the next one we find is going to be a dog. That's the next size up that I can think of from a fox. Maybe a badger? Are badgers bigger than foxes?
Being broke wasn't the only issue. Shameless gossip was propagated all around town, and by the end, I'd lost touch with many a friend and family member.
Oh,
My
it's the fox
relationship
again.
with Rosie was also inevitably broke down, and we broke up.
Oh, that fox just yerfed. Bless. Okay, 2 pathways, up or down. Let's go down. I do not see a box, so let's go in the other direction. It was a good call. A loser box. Right, so the next one should be, I think it was the thought box, wasn't it? No, the thinker box. So I should probably watch behind me, because with all these rocks, it's probably going to be hidden behind a rock somewhere. I've got a feeling that's exactly what they're going to do. Anyone want to take that bet? £5 says it's going to be behind a
Rumors
rock.
spread like wildfire, and my once supportive community turned against me. I could feel the stares and whispers everywhere I went.
Is this the same lake? Maybe not.
Even worse, my former colleagues refused to speak up for me after the backlash from the mob and the mayor's
Fox,
office.
again.
It seems like everyone had turned their backs on me.
So basically what you're saying, dude, is that your colleagues are spineless cowards. Sums up the workplace, to be honest. Bridge. Or stairs. Look like a bridge and they turn into stairs.
With no job prospects and dwindling savings, I was forced to sell my house and move into a
Foxies!
small apartment on the other side of town. My parents were disappointed in me for losing my prestigious job and were ashamed of the rumors surrounding me.
Oh, nice to have supportive parents, isn't it?
But the worst blow was, of course, what it did to me and Rosie. She couldn't handle the scandal surrounding my name, and didn't wish to risk her own reputation by continuing our association.
Fuck Rosie. Got it. Well, you were with her, you probably already did.
As I packed up my belongings, memories of our past dates and conversations flooded my mind. How could she abandon me like this? After everything we had been through, it was like a dagger to my heart.
I'm just looking for side paths as we're going through this. Oh,
But
more
as much as it
foxes!
hurt, I couldn't blame her. The propaganda against me was cruel and relentless. Of course, she didn't want any part of it. She deserved better than being with someone who was constantly being shamed.
Well, I
and
will
slandered.
criticise the game. You could make it so the foxes move to a place that we can't see them despawn. And same for the cycling graphic as well, now that we mention it.
I thought about reaching out to her, begging for another chance. But I knew deep down that it wouldn't make a difference. The damage had been done and our relationship was beyond repair.
There it is. Oh, I hope this is the thinker box. Behind a rock, as I said it, whoever took that bet, you owe me £5. You can send it to my registered PayPal, and email is at dwaggienite@outlook.com. Lol. I'm of course kidding. Okay, what was the next one? The taker box. Okay. More foxes!
I began to spend my days searching for any job that would hire me, even if it meant starting at the bottom. But no one wanted to give me a chance. The mayor's influence seemed to reach every corner of our small town.
Have you tried shooting the mayor? I'm just saying it might help. I guess this is going to be another sky puzzle because we're in a big open area now. Yep, called it. Okay, we got one over there, we got one over there, and one behind me.
It seemed that Sam's father, the mayor, had mob connections. The hospital was obligated to let me go. But the worst blow was, of course, what it did to me and Rosie.
Take a box and finish the game. Oh god, how slow are we moving in here? Holy shit tits. Is this a bug? Why am I moving so slowly?
The memory of that fateful day in the hospital is a constant, never-ending present in my mind.
Dude, if your hospital looked like this,
chaotic, turning my
I get
life
it.
upside down.
You should be happy that you got fired. My God, look at the state of this hospital. Hey, look, there's freaking electrical cables hanging down. That's got to be an OSHA violation. Although you're... Actually, to be honest, this is probably the standard of most American hospitals, because all the money gets embezzled by fucking pharmaceutical companies. Because Americans are stupid and have no socialised healthcare, because they think socialism is the devil. Even if it will keep them fucking alive. Just a reminder, if you are British, you have a right to healthcare in a reasonable amount of time. As an American, you do not have that right.
I found a moment of clarity as I gazed out the room. My eyes fell upon a personnel guy swiftly and furtively holding a small bottle in his
sadly, the
pocket.
larger majority of Americans do feel that way in the Greeks, which means they outvote the sensible
Mr.
people.
Salieri sends his regards.
1 + 1 2 2 +... Why is this sprawled on a hospital wall? Basic edition. Why is that sprawled on that wall? Why is it there? That's stupid. Help. Hello. Injure me? Cure me? I can't even... Torture me? Is that what it says? Oh, hello future me. Help, hello future me. F-U-N-Y. Fuck you, New York. I love you so much. Great. Okay, where am I supposed to go then? Okay, that bear for some reason has a syringe in it. And we've got lights spawning out of nowhere, which doesn't really help. Why are we moving slowly when our previous encounters, or our previous levels, we can move so fast? Why are we moving so slowly? Because it's a piddly ass corridor, that's why. What am I supposed to do here? We don't have any interact button. We don't have any jump button. Is this what I'm supposed to interact with? Or look through, or whatever? Nope.
The sight sent shivers down my spine. A stark reminder of the dark lurking behind every corner. Even amidst the chaos, this image remains etched in my mind, haunting me endlessly.
The slow movement for this section is driving me batshit. Why are we moving so slowly?
So this is why I've been on this winding path. To put an end to the crushing weight of sadness that has plagued me by throwing myself off the edge of this cliff. The jagged rocks below taunt me, daring me to take the leap and release myself from it all.
And see, now we can move super fast. Why? Why was that last bit so freaking slow? Tongguk, explain to me. Why did you make it so freaking slow? Box. Ding.
The wind howls and whips at my hair and clothes, tugging me forward like an eager guide towards my ultimate destiny. The force of it's almost tangible. A physical reminder of this journey that lies ahead.
Why is that tree glowing bright
The
blue?
wind carries with it a scent of salt, a reminder of the
Why is
vast
this tree
ocean
glowing bright
just beyond the
orange?
craggy cliffs.
Red.
It fills my nostrils.
Why
and
is this
stirs
bush
up a
glowing
sense of
bright blue?
adventure and
I'm sorry, are we
determination.
in some sort of skiing slalom with blue and red lights?
The wind tastes of pure, untamed freedom. A rush of cool air that invigorates my senses and pushes me to take the leap towards my destiny.
You know, if everybody in my town was being an arsehole, I'd just move.
The gusts swirl around me, carrying with them the sense of earth, the echoes of the past travelers, and their stories. I take a deep breath, feeling both exhilarated and apprehensive as I step forward into the unknown. The personnel guy is etched into my mind, a symbol of death and betrayal. It must have been cyanide seeping through his veins like poison, planted by the rival mob to sabotage Sam's surgery. The memory haunts me, taunting me with the knowledge that I couldn't save him. And now, I'm left with nothing but shattered pieces of my former self.
You know what, I'm actually going to change that blooming sound effect now.
But I cling to one memory, a glimmer of joy amidst the darkness. Riding a bicycle 5 years ago, feeling the wind rush against my skin, and the freedom of breathing without fear or pain. It was a fleeting moment, but it remains burned into my soul. I choose to keep living despite the overwhelming grief and emptiness. Breathing is my purpose, my reason for living.
No, breathing
And
is
I've come
not
to
a
realize
purpose.
that
Breathing
it is actually
is
the most profound purpose
a
of all.
basic thing that you do without thinking. That's not a purpose. But that is the full 1000G. Purpose 1951 is out now, and as you can see, you get the 1000G in 52 minutes and 23 seconds. But probably a lot quicker if you at the start, near the start of the game, if you don't look for collectibles in the when you're cycling around the lake, because there's nothing there. Just go around the lake as quick as you can, anti-clockwise, and you'll probably save yourself like 15 minutes, to be honest. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thank you EastAsiaSoft for providing the code. We'll see you next time.